college, you know that we lit it again. They don't wanna see the squad. They don't wanna see the rain. They don't wanna see a bitch up in the stars like she going out of space. Lit it again.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome to Wednesday night here in the NBA. It's going to be the Golden State Warriors up against the Boston Celtics. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, H to the Izzo.
And we're here in Boston, Massachusetts. What a gorgeous, beautiful setting. A lovely twilight view of downtown Boston. We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Gerald Wallace in this one?
Well, they call him Crash for a reason, Kevin. I mean, his ability to create havoc on the floor, diving for loose balls, getting offensive rebounds. He's just got that combination of size and speed at the kind of 3-4 position that is really tough to deal with.
And his athleticism really elevates that hustle play of his to an elite talent. I mean, he covers a lot of ground getting in passing lanes. And one other thing is when he gets in transition, we all know he can finish.
In the last two meetings for these two teams, the Celtics were handed a loss when they went up against the Warriors.
Tough game to lose, really. They actually put up a great fight, I thought. But, you know, when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's something they learn from, though. I mean, you have to convert the positives, even from a loss like that, into momentum for your next game. They got to take what they did well and kind of double down the efforts here tonight. Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the Controls, but in year two, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
They get it back. Shot clock at 3. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. Thompson outside. Thompson right side. Shot clock at 4. Nice hit again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
On defense, the Warriors. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they're right around 74% as a team from the free throw line to this point of the season.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mark Jackson.
I asked him which player he was most worried about, and his answer was immediate: Rajon Rondo. He said Rondo's ability to take control of games with his defense and his playmaking make it tough to mitigate what he can do on the floor. We'll see if he has something up his sleeve, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Iguodala. He had 13 points in the win against Indiana.
And he gave him great effort defensively as well, including a couple of block shots. Still looking for that first bucket here to start the game.
Back to Wallace. Jacks up a three. Warriors with the rebound. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. But really, he only missed significant time in the shortened season. And for the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive.
It's tipped. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Fifth, David Lee.
And you look at that list, most of the guys there have that unique combination of power and finesse. A very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And that kind of combo blend is what can turn a good offensive big man into a great one, fellas.
And a few ankle tweaks for Curry last season, but with the big brace he wore, he said the pain was mostly from the brace bruising his ankle than anything else.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe he should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so he doesn't get the bruising. That would be smart.
Exactly. Here's Curry after the made shot from Bradley. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Andre Iguodala. They've gotten some big-time performances from him since the All-Star break. He was 9th in shooting percentage, and defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
And, Steve, you touched on his outstanding field goal percentage. I mean, he hasn't gotten there just simply by having a hot hand on occasion. I mean, it's also a product of how hard he works to find those good open shots.
Here's Rondo following the basket by Stephen Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's the feed to Rondo. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off and then he took advantage.
For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Indiana. Bogut sends a screen for Curry. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Now here's Rondo. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana.
And he really kept his head down, was drawing contact, getting himself to the line, played an aggressive game. That was a big-time help for him and his team.
Wallace against Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock. Rondo passes to Wallace. Thompson with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Now Iguodala out to Thompson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Rondo kicks to Green. Hits the jump hook.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Rondo against Curry. On the wing, Iguodala. Feeds to Lee. Working on Green. Lee, that's good. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Rondo. Bradley. Bradley gets a screen from Ushik. Bradley dishes to Ushik. And that one's good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. We get a break in the action. Now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Pacers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's Boston, just way behind.
You know, right now for the Celtics, they've got to be incredibly deflated by the way things have gone for them this season.
Seems like everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong, Clark. For a team that had some high hopes, it's been a major disappointment.
Here's Rondo after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Wallace attacking. Iguodala with the block. And they'll keep possession. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now, here's Thompson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana. And taken away by Wallace. Curry against Rondo. Outside, Green. Back to Rondo. Wallace outside. Wallace left side. Ashik, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ashik's got 7 points.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
Jermaine O'Neal is checked in for Andrew Bogut. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Celtics trail by 5. Rondo with the ball, averaging 12 points a game. Green with a screen for Rondo. Leads him in there. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Now, here's Curry. He had 34 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
It wasn't just offense either, Kevin. And he was so disruptive defensively. I don't remember how many steals he had, but, man, he was dominant out there.
They grabbed their own miss. He dishes it to Thompson. Guarded by Bradley. Thompson passes to Curry. Barnes. Back to Curry. Barnes screen on Rondo. Curry attacking. It's stolen by Rondo. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Here's Wallace. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. It's a tie ball game.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Thompson for three. The rebound by the Celtics. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at them.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Golden State's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Curry kicks to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Celtics trail by 3.
After 17 years in the NBA, Jermaine O'Neal is still going. It's easy to forget he was once an all-star franchise big man for the Indiana Pacers. Jermaine could do it all. He could score it in the low post, could make the mid-range jumper, and also was a force defensively. But even though he's not at that level now, he can still help you as a quality rotation big man.
And here is Olynyk after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. And Olynyk kicks to Crawford. Warriors with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And for O'Neal, at one time, a 24-point per game score. Now his role is all about defense, blocking shots and clogging the lane.
Yeah, he's 6'11", 250, with a great knowledge of the NBA and how to defend and scouting reports of every player in the league. Very savvy veteran play.
Now here's Barnes. So it's Boston now. It's a 5-point game. Brooks, and it's blocked by Barnes. Douglas against Bobois. O'Neal kicks to Bell. Bell off the pick from Spates. Bell with, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Lock at 6. Douglas can't hit.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Now here's Bobois. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Warriors, number 1.
And the beauty of watching this club is seeing the ball move the way it does. This is a very unselfish basketball team.
The first one falls. And so Bass nails both of them. Warriors leading by 3. O'Neal is screen on Bobois. Here's Douglas, stolen by Brooks. And even 3-on-3 break. Rejected by Barnes. Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And the Celtics making a change here. Green's checked in. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Here's Crawford. The Warriors making the shot. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. The Warriors leading. Now, here is Bell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Douglas with it. He's picked up by Brooks. No good from Bell.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
And even 3-on-3 break. Douglas with it. Now guarded by Olynyk. O'Neal issues to Douglas. Douglas off the pick from O'Neal. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league ranking. 11th in blocks, 15th in rebounding. And when we look at the free throw shooting numbers, not very strong. Top 20 in the league. That begs for improvement.
Reggie Williams, who's checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Williams. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Outside, Green. Doubled by Bell. Crawford outside, blocked. And now the fast break, Bell with the ball, and the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Crawford. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana. And the layup's good off the glass. Spades with a screen on Bobois. Douglas the pass to Barnes. And the 3 off target. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors ahead, leading by just 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Coming up Sunday, March 9th, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers take on the Dallas Mavericks. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for Boston, they've got Williams, Jordan Crawford out there at Bobois, and it's Green, and it's Olynyk in at the 5.
Well, I watched this kid in college at North Carolina, Harrison Barnes. At 6'8", he's got a strong frame, a nice touch, hard-working, and he's really a student of the game. He's got the prototype body and game for an NBA small forward.
And going back to Barnes, not just size, but almost a 40-inch standing vertical at the combine, off the charts.
And you factor in, he's got a great high release on his jump shot, able to get his shot off pretty easily. Really a quality player in this league. Size, strength, and shooting ability. That's always a good combination.
Here's Bell, and it's blocked by Crawford. Celtics trail by 3. Green with a screen for Crawford. The pass to Olynyk. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
I'll be anxious to see what ends up happening with that Mavericks game, guys. That should be a good one.
David Lee checked in for Golden State. Crawford drives in. Just 5 to shoot. Williams. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Crawford with the steal. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Spates. Warriors leading by 3. Barnes gets a screen from Spates. Douglas kicks to Bell. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Here's Bobois, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Golden State. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Oklahoma City, 7 games back.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've continued their breakout season. I mean, they've showed tremendous promise thus far, and I'm looking for big things from this team.
Yeah, Clark, as the postseason approaches, there's plenty of optimism, but as you know, the playoffs are a whole different animal. We'll see if they can continue that momentum.
And Spates gets it to go.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
It's stolen by Bell. Passes it to Lee. Finished off the break. And now a 5-point Warrior lead.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Crawford kicks to Williams. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bobois outside. 6 to shoot. Gives him the lead pass. And then Ushik with the dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Bobois against Douglas. Barnes kicks to Douglas. Pass to Barnes. And Ushik sends it back. Wow! Bobois against Lee. Bobois, that's good. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Douglas dishes to Spates. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Crawford drives in, and another basket for Boston.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Spates with a screen on Crawford. And Bell kicks to Spates. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Spates has got 6 points.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Bell against Crawford. Crawford right side. Misses off the left iron.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Lee sets a screen for Douglas. He feeds it to Bell. Bell off the pick from Lee. Off the screen. No good from Bell.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Crawford up top. Defended by Bell. That's blocked by Bell.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
It's stolen by Green. It's stolen by Bell. Barnes. Back to Bell. Lee up top. Golden State moving the ball around. He kicks it to Douglas. Knocked loose. Dishes it to Bell. Fires at the elbow. And the shot is long.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Williams fires. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if he can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Persevere, defenses, I feel relentless. Ambition with a clear vision. Taking off, I ain't taking off these pistons. I'm taking off on the enemy, your distance. Came across me, how much it cost me to get you out my business. I said a planet is a short-term goal. No sky is the limit. I'm past that, now past that. Award not 1 but 4 times 2 plus yours.
I see myself falling out.
Okay, that.
Sold out shows with room is packed. Sitting at the Grammys where the fire was. See myself on big billboards. Traveling around the world with endorsement deals.
And stretching back to the break, here's how the Celtics have performed. 3rd in rebound, 8th in steals. And they're in the top half of the league distributing the basketball as well. Not too shabby, room for improvement, but acceptable.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when you talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
And so it's Golden State with it. Douglas, the pass to Bogut. The dish to Douglas. Puts it up from 15, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Foul on Boston. Some changes for Boston. Wallace comes in for Reggie Williams. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Roddy Beaubois. Crawford outside. 3-pointer. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, one of the worst things to see is a young, speedy, dynamic point guard go down with a torn ACL. It happened to Derrick Rose in 2012, and last year, Rajon Rondo was the victim. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
For Boston, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Kicks it to Usher. Pass to Wallace. Makes the lead pass. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Oh, that ACL tear for Rondo and Derrick Rose, both of them on pretty innocuous motions. No contact to speak of. Moves they make 100 times a game, Steve, but both got caught.
Yeah, that's often the way that injury happens, though, without contact. So, you know, difficult year for Rondo. Hard to say, you know, how he could have avoided an injury. That's not happening. The main thing is just fighting to get back, get your knee right, and get going again.
Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Kevin, if there's any stat you want to lead the league in, it would certainly be scoring the most points. They've been remarkable in the numbers they've put up as a team all season long. It's a reflection of their strength. They're balanced and they're explosive.
Green with a screen on Barnes. And it's Rondo penetrating. They kick it out to Green. Wallace outside. Clock at 6. Rondo against Douglas. That's good. And the Celtics lead by 5. The Warriors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. The feed to Bell. He dishes it to Lee. To halt the run. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
Well, what you love about David Lee is he's a guy with a great combination of skill and effort. Double-double guy almost every night out. He'll give you 3 or 4 assists a game. Can hit the mid-range jumper. You can run your offense through him on the elbow. Really, really good player.
Reggie Williams, he's checked in for Jordan Crawford. Rondo with it. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. Rondo dishes to Wallace. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
And, Steve, I give David Lee a lot of credit for swapping it out at the center position, both in New York and then Golden State. You know, Clark, I never once heard him complain.
No, he's always a team-first guy and goes out there and does what he can to help his team. But, you know, he's got to be thrilled to be playing next to a legitimate center in Andrew Bogut.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Rondo can't get it to go.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Bell with it. Now Green defending. And Bell kicks to Douglas. It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. The shot by Williams, no good. Douglas kicks to Bell. Fires the 3. That's good with a Douglas assist. Douglas has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Celtics with the lead. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand.
Well, you know, the fans out in Brooklyn desperately hoping for their team to win that one.
Here's Rondo. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Bogut sets a screen for Douglas. Back to Bell. Fires from deep. Another three for Golden State.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Rondo against Douglas. Rondo drives in. Wallace the pass to Green. Offensive rebound Celtics. And Asha kicks to Williams. He passes to Rondo. Feeds to Wallace. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Wallace has got 4 points this quarter.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
They double him with Green. Douglas kicks to Barnes. And there's the pass to Douglas. Bell. Baseline J on the way. And he gets the jumper to drop. Bell's got 8.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Boston trailing. Now a timeout called by Boston. Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Golden State. Barnes against Green. Wallace outside. Passes it to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Green. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Barnes gets a screen from Thompson. It's stolen by Bradley. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And Curry, here we go. It's stolen by Rondo. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go. Blocked. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. O'Neal dishes to Bell. Unloads from 13. Gerald Wallace grabs the miss.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Rondo kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by Boston. That doesn't go either for Wallace. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Curry with it. Guarded now by Gerald Wallace. Back to Curry. Six on the shot clock. O'Neal passes to Bell. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The first free throw is good. Celtics making a switch here. Pass is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Wallace attacking. Pass to Bradley. Back to Wallace. He feeds it to Bass. O'Neal's there. Bradley dishes to Bass. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bass has got 7 points.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here is Curry. 5 points in the game. Bell on the wing, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Here's Bradley. Can't get it to go. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Celtics lead by 1. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And welcome to halftime, everyone. Great one underway in Boston. Boston leading against Golden State. Their fortunes have sunk all the way to the bottom of the conference standings. It's going to take a mighty push, almost a miracle, to improve this outlook. A valuable contribution so far by Jordan Crawford. I don't think anybody could have seen this coming. He's been a major player coming off the bench. But you know, the Warriors also came to play. And look at all those rejections, erasing easy looks, just making it hard around the rim. They felt the impact from Raja Bell. He's got 8 points, and he's been all over the defensive side of the court as well. And now, let's check out the other games still going on. The Bucks have the lead out in Milwaukee against Sacramento. A comfy advantage for them in the third. And another one also in progress. The Pacers are in a close one against the Charlotte Bobcats. Second half of play, still anybody's game. And a look here at the other NBA action. The Nuggets are at Pepsi Center, trailing to Dallas, trying to get rid of a 7-point deficit there in the third. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Complete domination. What a game for Ashik. 10 points and a block. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Mark Jackson's 5. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Thompson, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, always some very sneaky defenders on the wings in the NBA, and since the All-Star break, no players have been better at setting traps than these small forwards. Gerald Wallace third.
You know, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball.
The Celtics making a switch here. Ashik's checked in. Rondo. They set the pick. And the layup falls. Rondo's got 6 points.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Lee kicks to Curry. Thompson. Bogut with the screen on Bradley. Thompson passes to Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. Goes up on the high post. That's good. He's got 7.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Bradley dishes to Rondo. On the wing, Wallace. Offensive rebound. Ashik with the bucket. Ashik's got 12 points in the game.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
But they get it back. Thompson from long range. Wallace with the rebound. Wallace has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Rondo against Iguodala. Rondo kicks to Wallace. Again, Wallace missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Curry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The Warriors chose to wait until the final year of Curry's rookie deal to extend his contract, but it turned out to be a bargain. And coming off an injury, there were a lot of concerns about Curry, but he turned into a superstar, particularly in the playoffs, and now the Warriors have him locked up for 4 years.
And that That's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Curry contract, Clark, I mean, eye-opening. 4 years, $44 million.
Yeah, to us it may be a little odd in terms of hearing those numbers combined with the word target. But you better believe the way he's playing and helping to lead this team, it's a good investment for Golden State.
Curry gets the screen from Lee. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And again, no good by Golden State.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
And then Usher with the dunk.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did,
Yeah,
didn't he?
it was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Back to Iguodala. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. Curry passes to Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Ishik sends it back. Wow!
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
And it's Bradley off the drive. And it's Green missing.
The alley-oop is such a fun play to watch, but when it doesn't convert, it's probably the wrong choice.
I guess that makes that one a terrible choice.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Bradley dishes to Usher. And Bogut with the block. Now Iguodala. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
For Boston, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Curry with it. He's got 9. Here's the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Wallace has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Bradley against Curry. Back to Thompson. Dishes to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. With the lead pass. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because in this game, I think it's going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's Rondo. Banked in off the glass. Rondo's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Jermaine O'Neal again. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Rondo passes to Wallace. Rondo guarded by Curry. Rondo off the pick from Ishik. He kicks it to Bradley. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so here is Golden State. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Lee, a screen on Wallace. The drive by Iguodala. Thompson backing down. Fade away. Gerald Wallace grabs the miss. Wallace has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The dish to Usher. Kicks to Green. Pass to Rondo. It's Bradley on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors trail by 4. Curry kicks to Iguodala. The feed to O'Neal. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Celtics. Marshawn Brooks comes in for Gerald Wallace. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Bradley. Back to Rondo. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked. Here's Olynyk. Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Outside for Curry. For the tie, he lays it in. Curry's got 11 points.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Andrew Bogut checked in for David Lee. The drive by Green. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, and the Celtics lead by 2. Curry gets the screen from Bogut. Iguodala left side. Out to Thompson. It's stolen by Bradley. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Bradley's got the ball, and it's blocked by Curry. They get it back. And now, in transition, here we go. Iguodala out to Thompson. Back to Iguodala. Outside Curry. Curry gets the screen from O'Neal. Curry dishes to O'Neal. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Bradley passes to Rondo. Lays it up and banks it in. Rondo's got 12 points in the game.
You know, one area that Rajon Rondo has struggled during his career is his free throw shooting. Just a little over 60% for his career. And that's not the type of percentage you're used to seeing from the point guard position.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 12. Bradley kicks to Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got 4 points this quarter. And Stevie touched on Rondo's free throw percentage because of his slasher style of play. Clark getting inside. He does get to the line quite a bit.
And that's why getting that percentage up, Kevin, would definitely make a difference for him. You know, you don't think about it, but a guy raises his free throw percentage 5, 6, 7 percentage points over the course of the season. That's a point or two a game that could make a huge difference. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. Wallace dishes to Rondo. And it's blocked by Curry, but they'll get another chance. Brooks, the pass to Washington. Another block. Here's Thompson. He's got 13. It's Curry with the drive. Iguodala stolen by Brooks. And here's Rondo. Wallace with the screen on Spates. Brooks with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Shoots. And it's blocked by Spates. 5 to shoot. Wallace covered by Bogut. Blocked again. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, sometimes a team, Kevin, will have one guy who does a nice job blocking shots. Other times, a guy finds ways to get other players involved in shot blocking. Well, this team does it as a group. That's why they're the league's best in block shots.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Curry gets the screen from Spates. Curry with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Thompson misses.
It's been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
Bobois, that's good. Bobois got his second basket of the night. Warriors leading by 3. Spates with a screen on Bobois. Thompson inside. He's covered by Bobois. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He's got 13 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or 2.
1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Now Bobois. He has 6. Jeff Green on the wing. Not 3 off the mark. The Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Thompson outside. Back to Iguodala. Curry. Feeds it to Lee. Working on Ashik. 5 on the clock. Lee kicks to Iguodala. Shot is no good. Nice defense from Wallace. Celtics trailed by 5. Wallace off the pick from Green. Wallace attacking. Shot denied.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Spates with a screen on Wallace. Outside for Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Bobois with the ball. Averaging 9 points per contest. He passes it to Green. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Now here's Iguodala. Curry outside. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead, up by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
It's crunch time in the NBA season. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers this Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Rondo. Wallace out there with Green. Then there's Jordan Crawford, and it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Ashik in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That could have major consequences, Kevin. With this game still in question, it's really a tough time to lose it.
Here's Rondo. Green with a screen for Rondo. All sorts of time. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Douglas gets the lead. Tries to keep it alive. Crawford with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. And it's Wallace with the jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Douglas dishes to Iguodala. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Crawford passes to Wallace. Puts one up, and that one's good. Wallace has got 6 here in this quarter. Warriors leading by 3. The pass to Spates. Now Lee inside. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Outside for Rondo. 6 to shoot. Back to Wallace. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Crawford with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And here's Crawford. Shoots. Busted. No good that time either.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Thompson for the triple. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Douglas off the pick from Lee. Here's Iguodala. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. Fast as light.
Spates checked in for Golden State. The free throw. Drops for Iguodala. Celtics trail by 11. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Bell in for Andre Iguodala. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics had some instruction for his guys during that break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Wallace. Cans the 12-footer. Wallace has got 10 points here in the second half. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Barnes. And it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, he'll make a walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Celtics. Douglas dishes to Bell. He feeds it to Spates. Pass to Thompson. Spates with a screen on Wallace. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Here's Douglas, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Ball's knocked loose. It's Crawford with the drive. They kick it out to Green. Dishes to Bass. Clock at 6. Baseline try. That one wide left.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Thompson. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Crawford with the ball. Now defended by Bell. Crawford against Bell. Crawford outside. He kicks it to Bass. Shoots over Spates, and it's blocked. Now Douglas, back to Bell. That's good with a Douglas assist. And the Warriors lead by 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Thompson outside. Thompson off the pick from Spates. Thompson passes to Bell. Sinks the triple.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Rondo kicks to Green. Nice D from Barnes.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Now the dish to Douglas. Barnes sets a screen for Douglas. Leads him in there.
Oh, get it! Watch out now.
Well, they played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. The free throw off from Barnes. Celtics trail by 16. Crawford dishes to Rondo. Bradley is screen on Barnes. Barnes against Rondo. Pass.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And the Warriors with some changes. Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Bogut. Bell comes in for Klay Thompson. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for David Lee. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And Bell kicks to Barnes. Off target with his 3. The Celtics shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Rondo against Iguodala. Bradley passes to Rondo. Wallace right side. Rejected by Douglas. O'Neal is screen on Rondo. Douglas kicks to Iguodala. Barnes. And the Warriors miss again. Rondo with it. Kicks it to Bass. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Douglas dishes to Barnes. Foul call. Looks like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
You look at what Barnes has done so far. He has 9 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
Well, anytime they've needed him, he's come through defensively. He's made a major impact on this game.
Olenek, he's checked in for Brandon Bass. Celtics trail by 14. Outside Rondo. Picks it out to Crawford. Back to Rondo. Outside Bradley. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's now 9 points for Avery Bradley. Warriors leading by 12. Iguodala outside. O'Neal a screen on Wallace. Iguodala the pass to Douglas. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Douglas has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Now here's Bradley. And Olenek kicks to Rondo. Misses the wing J.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Bradley dishes to Wallace. Gets an open look and hits.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
And it's Barnes slamming it down. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Wallace the pass to Rondo. Lets a floater go, and it's good. Rondo's got 10 points in just the second half.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Barnes kicks to O'Neal. Douglas. Pass to Bell. Off target from three-point range.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Rondo dishes to Crawford. And there's the call on Tony Douglas. That is his first foul of the game. Andrew Bogut checked in for Jermaine O'Neal. Now a timeout called by Boston.
So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute.
Outside Rondo. And he banks in the layup.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Warriors leading by 13. Bazemore passes to Lee. Thompson, guarded by Bradley, gets the bucket. Thompson's got 20 points. And Boston has possession. Knocked away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now.
Olenek can't hit.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And Bazemore kicks to Iguodala. No good on the triple. Celtics shooting 43% from the field. Here's Rondo, and he finishes the break with a lay-in. Rondo's got 14 points here in the second half.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest seemed easy.
Thompson, guarded by Bradley, rejected by Brooks. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. The Celtics making a switch here. Green's checked in. Thompson from long range gets it to go. Thompson's got 25 points.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
1:14 left in the game. Got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Here's Bogut, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Brandon Bass is checked in for Wallace. Williams comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Bobo in for Rajon Rondo. Bobo outside. Williams. Let's go. Here's Bass and Bogut with the block. Williams against Iguodala. And Thompson kicks to Lee. It's stolen by Bass. There's the feed to Williams. Good defense by Iguodala.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
They get the rebound. Lee. He dishes it to Bazemore. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Lee outside. Back to Iguodala. Second shot opportunity. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, Clark, that did not look good. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's nothing too serious.
Boy, you can't help but feel for him. I mean, one moment you're doing what you do best, and the next, the situation's really out of your hands. I really hope he's okay.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
Then I murder. Call gunner if you want your burger. Oh baby, you be lying in your verses. I be here and say you buying them purses. I can't even lie, you ain't my type. You ain't even know that fine in person. I can guarantee you if you my kind, she got every bag you can imagine.
They just want your head moving up and down, up and down, up and down. They got inside your head, flip it upside down, upside down, upside down. We can feel an order getting in our way. We don't need the rule of yesterday. Breaking down the borders, tearing down the sides. Hear this one last time. They just want your head moving up and down, up and down, up and down. They got inside your head, flip it upside down, upside down, up and down. They just want your head moving up and down, up and down, up and down. They got inside your head, flip it upside down, upside down, upside down, up and down, up and down, up and up and down. They just want your head moving up and down, up and down, up and down. They got inside your head, flip it upside down, upside down, upside down. We can feel an order getting in our way. We don't need the rule of yesterday. Breaking down the borders, tearing down the sides. Hear this one last time. Time, 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 time. They just want your head